Good afternoon. You know, we people who belong behind the scenes say when we come in the front, a little bit of that. But first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who attended the LETPC 2019. It's been a long journey, and I'm happy that this was the fifth one, and well attended, and it was also very interesting and encouraging to hear the DG of Arts and Culture yesterday confirming what I already knew, but when it was said by him, because it's true, in March we traveled for the first time, the technical and production sector traveled with the DG to the UK, and finally, as Trevor has put it, the Backstage Skills Academy will definitely happen. So, yeah. It's been a long journey, very, very long journey. And the other positive thing, it's that in 1996, with the first white paper on arts, culture and heritage, the events and technical production sector was deliberately excluded, just to perpetuate the pre-1994 agenda. And then we had to soldier on and make sure that this critical and important sector is included in the now new revised white paper. And finally, it's now included. As a sector of its own other sectors. And then the other important one is that there's been also another struggle in making sure that this sector is transformed, is developed. And as SARA, we initiated this process of making sure that there is a transformation plan for this sector. And the work has been done with other industry stakeholders, and the codes are about 90% to be concluded. And then finally, as the DG said yesterday, they are finally working together with his counterpart at the DTI, the DG of DTI, Mr. Lionel October, to make sure that this process is finally concluded and implemented. So I stand here today, meaning feeling good. Because, truly speaking, it's been 25 years of hell. But we have an obligation, especially for the young ones. That's what's been driving us, because the youth have energy. And then if we don't create spaces and platforms for them to take their energy in a positive way. We're asking for a travel. Yeah. June 16 will be like a picnic. So I would like to thank you all, our international speakers who made time and travel long miles, kilometers to come and share their knowledge and engage with us. And then, first of all, I'll thank Professor Oliphant for also coming and presenting about the white paper. Thank the speakers, Willem Westerman, who's been with us as Sarah since 1998. Making sure, giving our young people opportunities in Holland to participate, North Sea Jazz Festival, Lowlands Festival. It's been a journey, a positive one. Thank you very much. Thanks, Refile, the moderator, who's been wonderful for the past 2 years. Thanks, Carl. Hey, Carl. What a journey. Started about 12 years ago when Carl was here with Mary J. Blige. And then Carl made time to share his knowledge with our kids, even under difficult conditions, when the local promoter was against that. But Carl said, no, I'm going to share the knowledge with them. He said, no, okay, but they won't eat our food. Carl said, no, I'll buy them from my own pocket. Thank you, Carl. The DG, Vusimuzi Mkiza, who's been wonderful since he joined the department. He saw the vision, supported, like I said, it was the first time in 25 years that Sarah is getting this warmth from the Department of Arts and Culture through Mr. Vusimuzi Mkiza. Thanks, DG. Moderator, we're doing the good work. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, especially on the important part of our sector, because our sector safety is very, very important for our sector, not only for those who come to the events, but for everyone, from the artists, from everyone who is involved in an event. So safety is very, very, very important. I thank you very much, Mr. Professor Paul Singh, it's been wonderful, it's been great to have you here. Thank you for sharing with us and the attendees and everybody who's been here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Nee, where's Nee? My brother, thank you for traveling all the way in a short notice, all the way from Ghana. You dropped everything when you were so busy with your project in Rwanda, and then accepted our invitation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our MC, Mr. Makalo Mufukeni. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Brains. The brains. Tokote, Mr. Ngomo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much also for bringing in the element of the TVET, because we had to work together and make sure that this kind of skills are also offered in our vocational training, because they are not there. It's a fact. And then these are exportable skills. These are skills that can make one work anywhere in the world, as it's currently happening with Sarah's graduates. They work anywhere in the world. As I'm speaking now, 12 of them are touring the States for 10 months with the Universal Circus. A project that started in 2002. Some of them have bought houses for their families. There's changed lives, bought equipment. That's why we're talking about job creation. This industry, this sector, has a huge potential in making sure that our youth are empowered, job creation, etc. Matthew, who left this morning from Backstage Academy, thank to him for coming down also, because we have a good, as Sarah, a good working relationship with Backstage Academy. And then that's why with these international networks, it will be easy for us, not only as Sarah, but as an industry, for the interest and the benefit not only of South Africa, but the continent, our continent, because the continent is looking at us, at South Africa, for skilled and knowledgeable technical and production personnel, for purchase of equipment. So if we make sure that we consolidate, we create this collaboration with our African brothers and sisters, and then the better for the continent and our young people, especially our young people. Because it's important, it's very, very important that we think about our young people and do something, and not talk about it. We do something. It's because some of us, we see it every day. We woke up in Soweto, coming to town, we see them already in the morning. They are in the corners, wandering. And then the whole thing starts, crime, drugs, and all of that. So it's important that we support the empowerment. We create, because what they are asking for is opportunity. We give them opportunity. That's it. We give them wings to fly so that they don't bother us. Thanks to Joanna, Joe, for coming down all the way from the UK. I met Joanna at the international production meeting in the UK. And then since we met, we connected, because she also has the interest of young people being empowered and sharing of knowledge. Thank Thank you. Martin, my brother from Roskilde Festival, just left now. But it was good to have them here, Roskilde. Roskilde played a very, very important role in giving our young people opportunity to come to Roskilde, have a proper hands-on training, on-the-job training. When those kind of opportunities were not being provided in their own country. So Roskilde to us as Sarah, it is a very special place in our hearts. Thanks to Roskilde. Marco Zanelli, who has already left already, thank you. And his organization, VPLT, the German Entertainment Technology Association, they've been wonderful to us. Every year they host 4 of our students at one of the leading industry trade fair called ProLight and Sound in Frankfurt. Mona, Rashid, Lombard. Thank you, my brother. It's always a pleasure to have you around. And thank you for your support. Thanks, Rashid. Thank you. Thanks. Zama for bringing in the African delegates, as we also had an African panel. It was through Mr. Zama Kambi, and then who also moderated it. We thank you so much. For moderating. Thanks, Debza. Siyama Mukhadi for moderating one of the panel. We thank you very much. Lumka Lomo from the city of Johannesburg Tourism for coming over and also presenting. We thank him. Thank her very much for her support and her contribution. And Mr. Laxon, the Lucky Tobela, my brother. We need the spaces, especially because nothing beats life. It's a fact. I come from that background. Nothing beats life. We have to create a lot of spaces for our artists to perform so that they can put bread in their table and support their aspiration. So, you know, we are together. Thank you. And then lastly, I'd like to thank also all the sponsors, the Department of Arts and Culture, Black Motion for supplying the lighting. Thanks KG, thanks all at Black Motion. Care House for providing the infrastructure, the stage here, and Kobozi Sizwe for the sound, and maybe I'm not forgetting TWR for being so wonderful also. Yeah, very, very, very wonderful. And lastly, we had good support last year from the National Lottery, and then we were able at SARA to enhance our training equipment and bought this LED screen so that our young people can have access to these skills and being empowered in audiovisual. So lastly, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I nearly made a mistake. If I would have blamed it to exactly to my head, not to my heart. Marco, my brother, all the way from Kenya. Thank you for making the time, coming over, meaning sharing the spirit. We'll keep in touch, my brother. Absolutely. Because this relationship with Homeboys, Marco, and them, it's on its maybe 5th year now. And then we're looking forward in growing it, sharing, and making sure also that we also utilize, or what's the correct word, the bilateral agreements that have been signed by the Department of Arts and Culture between Kenya and South Africa and other countries, including the UK and them. But it's positive that now we're having the DG on our side and things are looking great. Tate Jobeta. We thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Thanks to Mr. Neo Jobeta. We've been traveling with him this long journey with him. Thanks, Neo. Thank you.